With a chip on my shoulder, middle fingers in your face. I'm gonna say you can go fuck yourself. Can't stop with the lies, the shit that live in the street every day. They never follow the dream. The sheep that live through the narrative, my nigga. That's why I see they ain't chasing the dreams, my nigga. It's an Elon Musk and God I trust. The truth, my nigga. You can find me on X. Salute to Malcolm X, my nigga. I stay strapped like Malcolm X, my nigga. This is facts, my nigga. You don't wanna come against me. I'ma pull up on you and see you. Niggas gonna be on sight. When I see you, I'ma look in your eyes and tell you you's a bitch, nigga. On the chessboard, I play to win. I'm a king, my nigga. I'm playing to win. On the chessboard, my nigga. I'm playing to win. I'm a king, my nigga. Now hear how I win, my nigga. I was born on the East Coast in 1998, my nigga. I was taught to take your soul and never fold, my nigga. I ever got caught for doing some dirt. I was told to never told, my nigga. To keep your mouth shut and never sing, my nigga. These young niggas and fake niggas is always singing. That's why I'm trying to. All right, we are back, man. So we are back. We are back. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. Support these live streams. We have to talk about this before the night is out. I think this is really tragic. My condolences goes out to this man's family. It's just sad, man. It's sad, right? What we know about the man who self-immolated in front of the Israeli embassy. This was the man here. This was the man here. Sunday afternoon outside the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C., 25-year-old Air Force service member Aaron Bushnell placed his phone on the ground to set up a live stream. I don't know why it's not letting me do it. Right? To set up a live stream. He then stood before the embassy gates and lit himself on fire while shouting, "Free Palestine," in a horrific and ultimately deadly protest against the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. Below is everything we know about Bushnell, who died from his wounds on Sunday night. Aaron Bushnell's background. Bushnell was a 25-year-old member of the United States Air Force stationed in San Antonio and originally from Cape Cod in Massachusetts. He joined the Air Force as an active duty member in May 2020 and has since worked in the information technology development operations. On his LinkedIn page, Bushnell wrote that he was looking to transition out of the United States Air Force into software engineering. The self-immolation at the embassy hours before lighting himself on fire, Bushnell posted a Twitch link on his Facebook page with the caption, "Many of us like to ask ourselves, what would I do if I was alive during slavery, or the Jim Crow South, or apartheid? What would I do if my country was committing genocide? The answer is you're doing it right now." Shortly before 1 p.m. on Sunday, Bushnell began his live stream and walked toward the Israeli embassy with an insulated water bottle full of flammable liquid.
I will no longer be complicit in genocide, he said in the video. I am about to engage in an extreme act of protest. But compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine at the hands of their colonizers, it's not extreme at all. This is what our ruling class has decided will be normal. Bushnell then placed his phone on the ground and walked to the gates of the embassy, where he doused himself in liquid from the bottle of Free Palestine. He said he struggled to light himself. A law enforcement officer approached, asking, "Can I help you, sir?" At this point, Bushnell lit himself on fire, screaming, "Free Palestine. Free Palestine." As Bushnell screamed in pain, a law enforcement officer off camera yells at him to get on the ground. A second officer yells at him first, "I don't need guns. I need fire extinguishers." By the time DC Fire and EMS arrived on the scene, the fire had been put out. The aftermath of Bushnell's death, the incident report filed by a Secret Service agent states that they received a distress call regarding an individual exhibiting signs of mental distress outside the Israeli embassy. The Secret Service is responsible for foreign embassy security. Before the Secret Service officers could engage, Bushnell doused himself with an unidentified liquid and set himself on fire. The Secret Service officers promptly intervened, extinguishing the flames before the arrival of the fire department. Bushnell was subsequently transported to a local hospital due to the burns sustained from the incident. The report states that Bushnell was pronounced dead at 10:06 p.m. on Sunday. In the hours before his death, Bushnell emailed several left-leaning websites, alerting them to his highly disturbing final act. "Today, I am planning to engage in the extreme act of protest against the genocide of the Palestinian people," read the email, which was forwarded to the BBC. Bushnell's video was taken down by Twitch for violating its terms of service, though edited versions blurring out his burning figure are circulating on social media. And this is why I'm putting this up on my channel and reading commentary, because it is circulating on social media. They're doing like the Scorpion thing. "Get over here. Scorpion wins." They're literally doing this, like, and then it shows his body like on fire, saying fatality. I never seen no shit like this. I never in a million years would ever see that someone would clown a man self-immolating himself online. Like I just never thought. I don't have a Scorpion clip. Maybe I'll have to work on that too. But there should be a Scorpion, not a Scorpion clip, but a Mortal Kombat.
Flawless victory.
Right? In the edited clip, it's Scorpion saying, "Get over here." And then when his body comes on fire, he's like, "Scorpion wins." It's so insane. It's so insane. Let me see if I can find. Well, I'm not going to play the clip, but I'm going to just see if I can get an audio. Let's see. Hold on a second. Let's see. So, like, it shows, like, Scorpion saying, "Get over here!" And then his body's on fire. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I was sneezing there for a second. So, yeah. This is what it says. Look.
Get over here! Get over here!
You know? So, that's what they do, man. It's crazy. Okay, let's continue. I just never thought I'd see this. Okay, where we stop at? So, it says Bushnell's video was taken down by Twitch for violating its terms of service. Though edited versions blurring out his burning figure are circulating on social media, the Secret Service and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives are investigating the incident along with the Metropolitan Police Department. Prior to his death, he emailed. Okay, I already read that part. Bushnell's act was not the first self-immolated and apparent protest of the Israeli-Hamas war. In December, a woman lit herself on fire in front of the Israel consulate in Atlanta in what police described as an act of extreme political protest over the war. The woman survived but sustained third-degree burns over her entire body and was hospitalized in critical condition. Her identity has not been released by police. A 61-year-old Army veteran who worked as a security guard at the consulate suffered severe burns when he attempted to save the woman. Since the Vietnam War, self-immolation has been a dramatic but rare act of protest in the United States. In the United States of America. So what do I believe? I believe there's going to be a lot more Aaron Bushnells. I think Aaron Bushnell was going through a lot of psychological problems because, why would a person do this? I think it's sad, man. I don't think anyone should want to have to destroy themselves, right? Want to destroy themselves. No, he already has a Wikipedia page. He already has a Wikipedia page right now of the self-immolating. It's so crazy, right? This was like a couple days ago, February 25th, a day, like almost 2 days ago. Right? So here's all the background here too. This is where it happened. Right? Yeah. Right there. He set up his live stream camera probably here, and it's so crazy, man. I don't understand it. So Bushnell started his career. Okay, I talked about his career. Event created. Bushnell created Bushnell created a will before self-immolating, which left instructions including that his cat be left with a neighbor after his death. So he didn't have a girlfriend, he wasn't married, and he didn't have kids. I think if he was married, had a girlfriend, and had some children, I think he would. He knows he has more than himself to live for. And I think it would have helped his situation. He has more than himself to live for, so it would have helped his situation. All the man had was a cat. All he had was a cat. A cat to his name. Yeah, all he had was a cat to his name. So he gave up his pussycat to his neighbor after his death. Wow. Bushnell sent a text message to media outlets before planned self-immolation where he wrote, "Today I'm planning to engage in an extreme act of protest against the genocide of Palestinian people." Yada yada. He said, "While live stream, I'm an active duty member of the United States Army, United States Army Force. I will no longer be complicit to genocide. I'm about to engage in an extreme act of protest, but compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine at their hands of their colonizer, it's not extreme at all. This is what our ruling class has decided will be normal while walking towards the Israeli embassy." So the gates of this embassy, Bushnell placed his camera down and positioned himself in front of the gates. He poured gasoline all over himself and exclaimed, "Free Palestine." Security officer approached Bushnell, asking if he needed help, but ignored. Right? He said after igniting himself, Bushnell repeatedly shouted, "Free Palestine," after he was burning until he collapsed to the ground. The security officer radioed in for assistance. A police officer approached the scene, aiming a gun at Bushnell off camera and ordered him to get on the ground multiple times, while another officer yells, "I don't need guns. I need fire extinguishers." Wow. That's a whopper. Mobile officers responded to the scene and used fire extinguishers on Bushnell. He was transported to DC Fire EMS to local hospital, where he later died from his injuries at age 25. Man, they don't make it till 30, bro. Right? The Pentagon said responding to Bushnell's death by stating, "Our support for Israel's inherent right to defend itself is ironclad." And then that's it. So, man, he already has a Wikipedia page. Like, 2024 is going to be a hell of a year, man. I'm just believing this every day. And I think it's only going to get worse every day. I really do.